Okay, so today we have three phones. The latest one from Realme, Realme 10 Pro Plus, and the latest phones from Xiaomi, Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. And just 1 year ago, in 2021, you would get a good budget phone for around 20,000. The Realme 8 Pro or the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max both launched at that same price. Sad? I wish we had those days back, because as of 2023, if you want a good budget phone, you will have to buy a phone for around 22,000. Like, Redmi Note was a budget series and the Pro Plus variant launched for about 29,999. And then we also have the Redmi Note 12 Pro series, which costs 24,999. So now the question is, if you want a good budget 5G phone, which of these three phones you should buy? And the answer to that is Redmi Note 12 Pro for most people. However, there are some important things you should know. Stay tuned till the end of the video. Let's go. So both the phones have similar unboxing experience, and we have already given our first impression on both the phones, so you can check that out over here. And to make things simple for you guys, we'll be giving 1 point to each phone for every category. Okay, so first up, when you pick the phone in your hands, both phones are different. Like, Redmi has a flat display, but you get a curved display on the Realme. And definitely, Realme looks more premium, but there is a catch here. We called both Redmi and Realme service center and requested a screen replacement.
जिसका प्लस वाला जो हैंडसेट था उसकी कॉस्ट सर 6,900 रुपए। जैसे न्यू हैंडसेट है, क्या पता कंपनी आपसे डिस्प्ले की अमाउंट लेके क्या पता हैंडसेट आपको रिप्लेस करा दे।
So in simple words, Realme screen replacement cost 8,500 rupees. Redmi screen replacement cost 6,500 rupees. So you see, it will cost 2,000 more to replace the curved screen of Realme, and you would be like, Pratik, how does that matter? Well, it does, because number one, it is very hard to get tempered glass for a curved screen. Number two, you don't get Gorilla Glass protection with Realme. It is some double enforced glass protection, but with Redmi, you do get Gorilla Glass 5 protection. And even see here side by side with Redmi, the Realme is 36 grams lighter, so the in-hand feel of Realme is much better. Also, Redmi has a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. Realme has an in-display fingerprint scanner. It looks more premium. Overall, I would still give the point for build quality to Realme, because a curved display at this price range has never been seen before, and it is a big deal. That dare to leave branding of Realme seems justified here.
Thank God it's only in the box.
Coming to the display quality, both have an AMOLED display and a 120Hz refresh rate. However, I'll give the point to Redmi here. Two reasons. On YouTube, both support HDR, but if you go to Netflix, see on Realme, there is no HDR support. While on the Redmi, you get HDR 10+, Dolby support. So watching movies on the Redmi is a better experience if you have a top tier Netflix subscription. Number two, and here's a funny thing, like if you see on the website, Redmi says it has max 900 nits of brightness, but when we checked with our device, it goes up to 1300 nits. And you get the same exact display on Redmi Note 12 Pro, so point to Redmi. Coming to performance, both the phones have the latest Dimensity 1080 processor, so day-to-day activities like browsing the web, social media and all, everything is smooth, no lag. But there is something interesting here. On the Realme 10 Pro Plus and the Redmi Note 12 Pro, if I play 4K YouTube videos, there is a bit of jitter. But if I play the same 4K video on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus, there is no jitter. Maybe because the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus has an extra 2GB RAM, but it is nothing major, because most of us watch YouTube videos in 1080p. And for the past 1 to 2 weeks, we have played games on them, Apex Legends, Call of Duty. Both the phones are similar in terms of performance, so 1 point each to both of them. So now we are out here to test the camera in practical conditions. So the Realme 10 Pro Plus has 108 megapixel camera, the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus, check it. We have three phones over here, and I'll tell you clearly which one you should buy for camera. So outdoors in normal condition, all three phones takes good pictures. The Realme takes slightly boosted photos, and the Redmi takes slightly contrasty photos. Both the Redmi phones are pretty similar. Again, see this picture? Realme has brightened my face, whereas Redmi stays close to natural. Like if you zoom in on this picture, all three pictures are good, but I prefer the Redmi 12 Pro, and it is very close to natural. And no human subjects like this flower. All the phones take pretty nice shots. See, the natural blur in the background looks so good. But the 200 megapixel on the Redmi Note 12 Pro has one advantage. If you click in 200 megapixel mode, the difference between 200 megapixel and 108 megapixel is mind-blowing. Like, Redmi still has a lot of details. Like, look at my sweater, it is so sharp. Even in low light conditions, see, the Redmi phone takes better low light shots. Like, look at the AC on the right. See, it has more details and more light. Now all the three phones have 16 megapixel selfie camera, and here Realme takes slightly better selfies. I prefer the selfie on the Realme 10 Pro Plus, but I'll give the camera point to Redmi, because even if you skip the 200 megapixel camera, because everyone takes photo in default, the base Redmi Note 12 Pro has really good camera. It takes close to natural photos, whereas Realme is slightly boosted, and that lack of OIS shows in low light photos. Coming to the software, both these phones are slightly different. The Realme 10 Pro Plus has the Realme UI 4.0 skin, skin based on Android 13, while the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus has the MIUI 13 skin based on Android 12. And both have their own unique features. For instance, in Realme UI, if you're listening to YouTube music, it shows up here, and if you press and hold, a pop-up opens and you can change the track. Pretty cool. Then here with MIUI, you can set a gesture to just double tap the fingerprint sensor to open torch and double tap, close it. But then Realme UI has a lot of ads. Like every time you install an app, you get these app recommendation. Yes, they don't show vulgar ads as of now, but there is still room for improvement. However, all these bloatware apps can be uninstalled, and I will still give this point to Realme here for one major reason. Out of the box, the Realme 10 Pro Plus comes with Android 13, whereas the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus comes with Android 12. Now yes, Xiaomi has provided to give the Android 13 update very soon, but that doesn't solve one problem, because both the phones will get maximum 2 years of OS updates and 4 years of security updates. This means the Realme 10 Pro Plus will get to Android 15, whereas the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus will only get to Android 14. So far it's a tie, but let's talk about some extra features. Realme has 8 5G bands, Redmi has 10 5G bands, and if you see with my JioSIM, both phones have almost the same 5G speed. Also, taking calls and everything is just fine on both. And you get a 5000 mAh battery on Realme 10 Pro Plus and a 4980 mAh battery on Redmi 12 Pro Plus. But here is something interesting. See, the Realme comes with an 80 watt charger, but the phone supports a maximum of 67 watt. It can go from 0 to 100 in about 45 to 50 minutes, but the Redmi Note 12 Pro comes with a 120 watt charger, and it can even charge at that speed. So you can go from 0 to 100 in about 20 to 25 minutes. So I'll give the points for extra features to Redmi, and I know you will be like, Prateek, the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus is expensive. True, you do get 67 watt charging with the regular Redmi Note 12 Pro. However, you get an IR blaster and my favorite, the headphone jack on both the Redmi phones. So, point to Redmi. So, the final scores are Realme 3, Redmi 4. But that doesn't mean Realme 10 Pro Plus is a bad phone. I mean, the curved display does look damn good. And if you value that 1 year of extra Android updates, then you can definitely consider Realme 10 Pro Plus. It is currently selling for around 25,000 rupees. However, at that price, I would strongly recommend getting the Redmi Note 12 Pro. If you see here on Flipkart, there is a 3000 bank offer, which brings the effective price down to 21,999. And it has a better display, a better camera, and a headphone jack. And then Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. See, it costs 3 to 4,000 more than the Pro, and frankly, that extra money doesn't seem very justified to me. It is overpriced. They could have had a 128GB version and priced it around 27,999, but sadly it is not. So only if the price comes down, or if you have bank offers and you can get this for 25,000, then only you can consider it. But for most people, Redmi Note 12 Pro. On that note, this is Pradeep signing off. See ya in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.